All right, guys, welcome back to Comic Breaks. Today we're going to get into this 1993 Marvel Masterpieces box. It's been sitting on my desk for quite a while, and I'm pretty curious to see whether the cards are nice and crisp or if it's bricked. You know, I got it for a pretty cheap price, so if it's bricked, you know, that's just kind of the way it goes. You know, we're rolling the dice anyway when we open up a box. So yeah, so I'm anxious to see. You know, it looks pretty good. The plastic doesn't seem so brittle. I'm not seeing a ton of moisture underneath, just a bit. You know, we talked about on previous videos, what we're looking for is kind of this sticker. If it's bent like that, that means that there was pressure. And the way that these boxes are set up, you know, this part doesn't overlap this vertical part, so it lets the box kind of push in on itself. So, you know, you guys know that pressure, you know, moisture is bad, but pressure and moisture is just a recipe for disaster. But, you know, it's not bad. Like, if I look at it from the side, there is kind of, yeah, it's a little bit of a bubble, but, you know, we'll see. I'm positive. I'm thinking positive. So yeah, I love this set, by the way. This is by far my favorite. I think, you know, when I was a kid, this was the first set I really started collecting. And then I moved on over to 1994 Flare Ultra. And that was kind of the set I really got into. But this is the special set because this kind of got me into it. Oh, look at it. Still makes me nervous cutting that. I just love the way the cards look in this set. They have like a real, I don't know, I can't explain it. They just have a real nice, I think a lot of it is Julie's work in this is just absolutely fantastic. And what I like most about this set is that it features the characters, you know, in a way that, you know, Dan DeSantos did in the most recent one. It doesn't really the characters don't get too lost in the background. You know, if there is a background, it really complements the character. And I really like cards like that, you know. That's the main reason why I don't like the latest Allegiance set I didn't like, because it felt like they just chopped it right out of a comic strip. And, you know, not that it's lazy or anything, it's just a different kind of card, you know. It's not made to sit on a vertical canvas. So all right, let's start from the top, because in my experience, as we get lower, the cards become a little more brickier. But let's do a little inspection here. This is promising. They don't feel too, I mean, the packs look great. Look at that. It's pretty crisp. So a good test too is if you kind of break it a little bit like this, you'll hear like a little crunk, almost like a crack. I don't hear much of a crack. If it's too brick, doing this is very bad. Bending it is very bad. But if it's just slightly sticky, bending it is good. That you're getting rid of the stick and you're not doing too much damage to the card. If you guys go back and watch my 1992 Marvel Masterpieces, I really get into you know, what it's like to open up a brick box, because that box was, you know, bricked. Not in a bad way. I'd say on a scale of 1 to 10, it was a 7. But, oh, wow, these look really good. You know, and I'm hoping they just pull. Look at that. Beautiful. Okay, I'm excited. They're not sticking. I'm super excited. Okay. You know, because my real goal is to send some of these away for grading. And let's take a look. Yeah, look how crisp these corners are. Look at that. Look at that beautiful corner. Okay, I'm super psyched. Okay, let's get into here. Yeah, so no bricking from the middle yet. Looks like, yeah, these cards are just coming right. Oh, look at that. First pack. Hit a metalhead. And wow, that is a crisp. Do I have like I have a little thing we can, yeah. So there's a little white I'm not sure if that's part of the foil or not. No, I think that's okay. Wow. That is a crisp card. Look at this. We got Beast right there. See, I love this card. I love this. They didn't junk it up with too much foiling, right? They just put a little bit on the top, and it's different color for each card. And then you have your name on the bottom with 3 stripes. It's just, it's a beautiful set. Ooh, look at that. We got a nice Captain America here. Wow. And last, not least, a Nova. Okay, so the little points that are sticking, I don't see any residue left behind. These corners look pretty good. There's a slight kind of bend there, but you know that happens on the last card, especially when they start to stick. A lot of times the last card is it sits a little higher than the rest of them, so it's prone to kind of a ding in the corners. Amazing. All right, let's. Oops, I'm just. So forgive me if I go real slow. You know, my main reason in opening up a box like this is to send it away for grading. So I want to I just want to take extra care. Very nice. That is a crisp card. Check out these corners. I mean, I'm reluctant to say 10 because PSA never surprised me, but that is a perfect card. That's unbelievable. Look at that, guys. Wow. You know, I bought this from somebody out of the Marvel Masterpiece Facebook group, and you know, it's always hard selling. It's one thing selling these on eBay, right? You know, you put a little description and say, look, you know, they could be brick, they could not be, but I knew the person I bought it from, and you know, they were very honest. They're like, look, well, I don't know if it's bricked or not, and I've opened up enough of these to where I know it's just not. What is he going to do? He was very honest about he's very honest about the condition that was in and where it was stored and stuff, and you know, I think he did not disappoint. I'm going to make sure to let him know that these cards are absolutely crisp, and I think the boxes will fly very quickly. Once people know what the condition is, I'll buy another box. After this, of course, his price was just too low to pass up. Look at that Thor. Look how nice and crisp that card is. Look at how nice these are. Wow. This beautiful domino. I'm not gonna turn it. Like I said, guys, I'm gonna be very careful with these. But yeah, try to enjoy it upside down. So nice. Look at you can really appreciate how clean the top is on the black cards like that. Wow. Okay, a little stick here. I'm going to give it a little bit of a, there we go. That should separate nice and easy. Oh, there we go. Check out that rogue. So cool. Looks like it's being targeted by a F1, like a fighter jet, I'm imagining. Look at that. Look at the quality. Wow. I'm super psyched of this quality. I mean, I think this is the best one I've ever opened. I've been searching for crisp packs for quite a while. I've never gotten a box so crisp. Look at that. Look at the corners on these. Look at that. Absolutely perfect. Perfect. Now these are the These are the ones that are on the top. I don't know if, well, let's do it. Let's go halfway through. Let's pull a pack halfway through and see what it's like. Let's just give it a little. See, it's not even crunching that much. Look at that. This could be the best box of cards from pre-1995 I've ever opened. I mean, you never get retro boxes that have this kind of quality. Never. All right, look at that Spider-Man. Look, it's just coming right apart. Oh my God. This nice cannonball here. Yeah, on the darker card, you can really appreciate. Look at that. I'll rake it with the light. You can really appreciate how beautiful the surface is. Oh, there we go. Let's check out this Spider-Man. Wow, it's coming right off. Okay, let's sleeve this up. Spider-Man is definitely. I do have a PSA 10 already, but let's compare. Because we have a PSA 10 right here that we can look at. So we hold these up. Now I can see it a little better than you guys can on the computer, but I mean on the screen. And I'm seeing this just speaks to the quality of cards in this box. They all look like 10s. You know, I wish I could afford to just send the whole box out and just see. I mean, yeah, look at that. Yeah. I wish I could send like every card. Well, Cool Cards does that if you guys are familiar with him. He opened up, I'm sure you've seen it. He opened up a box in 1996 and he sends every single card out because he's trying to build a 9.5 Beckett set. So he sends every card. It's a good investment. You know, I think that it's worth it for him to send out. Wow, look at that. It's worth it for him to send all those cards out because I think he keeps the 9.5s and then he sells anything lower, and I'm sure he makes a profit. The 1996 cards fetch a good premium. Look how nice this card. They did a really good job picking the foil colors. You know, having green here and then with pink on the top, it's a really nice color combination. I really enjoy that. So right here you can see blue and then purple. Yeah, really good job. So that pack was from the middle. So that tells me that, you know, at least half of the box is going to be pretty consistent with the quality we've seen. You know, I'm pretty new to grading cards and all, but what I'm seeing here is all 9 and 10s. I don't see anything on these corners. I don't see anything. You know, I guess it comes to centering, right? That's the one. That's the one thing you can't really control. And I don't know. I guess I would imagine they center. I would imagine they center these cards judging by where the name goes, right? I would imagine these need to be equidistant. And then the top two right there. And then I guess the back, I don't know. Centering is the one thing that escapes me, especially with some of the modern cards. You know, with like a 1992 Impel, you know what the centering is, right? There's two boxes on it, and the boxes need to be in the center. So it's very obvious when something's not centered. Less obvious for cards like these. Oh, look at that cable. We'll take that. Okay, I'm going to give this a little bit of a bend. Yeah, there we go. And like I said, the cracking on these cards is okay. I'm going to do it before I open it next time. The cracking is okay when it's lightly, I don't even want to say bricked, when it's lightly stuck. It's okay to give it a little crack. If you do have a box that's severely bricked and sticking on like corners, don't crack it like that. You know, you're going to have to peel it with like heat or something like that, some type of moisture. Look at that. That's in great condition too. I love that card. Okay, I'm gonna sleeve some of these. I'm gonna find a good way to. Thunderstrike. They're just coming right apart. Havoc. This is a beautiful Havoc, right? Phillips. Look at that. Again, with the great choice of color. Let's try to get this apart. Oh, it looks like a little stick on the bottom left. You know, while you're doing this, guys, try to see where they're sticking. In this case, they're sticking bottom left. So go ahead and try to give it a little. See, it's at the top right there. Try to give it a little bend. Should come right off with. Yeah, no sticking. Look at that. Nice carnage. Super crisp. She-Hulk. Classic She-Hulk. And I think we have a Deadpool right here, right? Yeah, look at that. Oh my God, beautiful. Let's sleeve them up. We'll take a look at it in a second. Hold on. And I like to cut my sleeves, guys. I don't know if you guys do that, but if you want to be really careful like me, I've learned that cutting it is better. It's okay to have, see that open right there? It's okay to have an opening when you store these cards. You're putting it in a top loader anyway, right? So this doesn't really make that big of a difference. It's just that you can do so much damage to your cards when you put this on, and I'm not real good at putting it without a slit, so. Okay, so this looks perfect. I see a little white spot right up here. Let's see what that is. Let's see if that'll come off or not. Okay, I'll have to take a look at it with a microscope, but let's take a look at this. See, we got a little white right there. That's like the first white I've seen. Of course, it's on one of the better cards. Okay, so a little corner right there. Yeah, not a bad Deadpool. Again, like I said, the cards that are on the back and the front, you're going to get corner issues where they stick out of the pack. They're just not stacked perfectly. The cards that are going to be perfect are right in the middle. Look at this cable. This is in really good condition. Yeah, I hope I'm not boring you. I think we've all seen these cards, right? But I think the condition is what's important with these, It's really easy to get a set of 93 masterpieces, right? You can get one online for, what, $30, $40? But finding a perfect set is it's a little harder. And since this was my favorite set, I thought it was worth, really going out and searching for perfect. Oh, you know what? Let's just give a little bend before we. Oh, this one's a little. Oop. Yep. That one's really stuck. I'm suspecting this might have some pieces, some white marks on it, but let's take a look and see. Oh, I think we got a Spider-Man in there. See, that's sticking right there. Let's see if we see any. Oh, yeah, we're going to see a little white right here. That's what you're That's what you're looking for, guys. That's what you need to look out for, is that white. Now, it's either white coming off from this card, or it's the back sticking to this. And in this case, you can see right there, it looks like the back of the card is sticking to the Spider-Man card. Yeah. Yeah, this is a rough pack. Yeah, see that white? But look, I kind of expected this, I'd be surprised if the whole box was perfect. Okay, there's a little white on that. This one looks okay. I don't see anything from yeah, that's a perfect card. Yeah, so look, when that happens, you're gonna, half of the pack, 50% of the pack is going to be damaged. It's still a good card too. If you're not looking for a perfect card, it's perfectly fine. But that's not the goal today. Yeah, and this is perfect. And we're back to normal. So I'm gonna count 3 cards, 3 out of the 6 in each pack, right? Yeah. So here's what to look out for. When you do feel that really stiff cracking, this is what you're going to get a lot of the times. You're going to get this. No, you're going to get this right here. This whiteness. That's either the peeling right there. Either the peeling or the opposite. One of the cards is going to leave a residue. Yeah, it's always in the middle right here. I'm guessing that's where the pressure happens, right? You're getting pressure from the top, and then it sticks in the middle, usually. All right, let's do a couple more packs, and then I think what I'll do is I'll cut, and then I will go. I'll go to the end, and I'll give you guys a recap of basically what I got, and what I found, and how the rest of the quality was. Because I do want to sleeve these as I go along. Okay, this looks like a good pack. Just a little stick. Oh, wow, look at that. Perfect Psylocke card. Okay, I'm hoping that it's not sticking from the back. Let's see if we can separate this card very carefully. Yeah, no stick. Oh, and again, it was a Gambit. Look at that. Okay, let's sleeve this Gambit up. It's so I get so nervous doing this because I don't want to damage the cards. So I'm so careful. Okay, that is a perfect Gambit. And let's get this Psylocke sleeved up. This is another favorite. Look at that. All right, let's check this one out. Yep. That is it a 10? Yeah, I don't see anything. I see perfect corners. Man, what a card, right? And then Gambit. I remember this card, Gambit being everybody wanted this card. This is one of the more rare cards. I know it was just a it was just a base card, but this is the card that everybody wanted. I remember everybody had a Gambit space on their binder. I think the same Gambit card was traded around the lunchroom for like 2 months. Beautiful. All right, what else do we got here? Ooh, nice Mystique. Do we have a little? Ooh, Slate Stick. Nope. Came apart nicely. Black Widow's a great card. Different artwork on there. And yeah, and then Punisher 2099. Very cool. All right. So far, so good. Man, what great cards we've gotten so far. So out of all these cards, we've gotten three. Just three that are not perfect. Maybe one or two with a corner issue here and there. I think the Deadpool had a corner. Other than that, I see perfection. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to stop right now. I'm going to open up a few more of these, get through it in a little bit, and I'll give you guys a full report on what I found, and I'll organize it. We'll give you some stats. But, okay, we'll be back soon. Okay.